it's VJ.
It's Jame.
And this is
A Sip and a Shot
Shooters. So we're back, and you know what, y'all? We're back with. I just felt like it was too far. Sorry. We're back with a VJ shooter.
Yep.
Oh, and we have hookah because
yes,
we're like trying to get hot girl ready.
We'll have hookah and strawberry honey margaritas from the last episode. I changed the recipe up on this one just because I can.
She wanted to.
Yeah.
Cheers to the good.
Cheers to the bad.
Cheers to all the things
we wish we had.
Clink, clink, clink.
Clink. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you know how our shooters normally go, so I'm not gonna
Pause.
No.
I was like, where is it?
Where's my thing? How our shooters normally go, where I say, this is our 5 to 10 minutes, blah blah blah. We're just gonna keep it on one subject.
We're not gonna lie.
We're not gonna do that.
Yeah.
So there has been a lot of conversation this week, and a lot of different posts this week, and for a while. Okay. About Kevin Samuels.
Yes. Talk about this all the time with my guy friends.
So my question is, and everyone should know who Kevin Samuels is by now, and if you don't, just
okay.
Look him up. Is he lying though?
No. My stance is a good amount of the time I agree with what the message is or what the statement is. So I think his delivery is off.
But you have to. Let me say this: if you're calling in, if you're coming to me,
yes,
for advice,
yes,
and you've known me long enough, you know how I talk, you know how I'm gonna give advice, and you're coming in a way that, look, y'all, I wrote my little shit down because I didn't want to forget while we was drinking, and you're coming to me, you know what you're gonna get, and 9 times out of 10, that's how you need it. And want and desire it.
No, I don't.
Because your friends tell you ain't getting it.
I don't agree. I think everybody receives messages differently. Everybody learns differently. I do agree that you're calling into the show, you know what you're going to get. I don't know why people think they're going to get something different.
Or be able to prove him wrong.
Yeah, or prove him wrong or whatever, because in his mind, he's always right, and that's just what it's going to be. There's no changing that perception about anything. And I don't think that he's wrong in any situations that he's talking about.
He hasn't been wrong yet.
I just think, you know how we have a friend, very close friend, and we're like, and I've had this conversation with her multiple times where it's like, the things you are saying is not inappropriate. It is not wrong. It's how you say certain things.
Oh, that friend. Okay.
Yes. It's like the way that you deliver your message is what makes people feel uncomfortable. And it's whether it should be said, whether it's right.
Some of the things said is wrong.
Some of the things said are right. Some of the said are right. And that's how I feel about him. It's like, you are telling the truth. That person might not be an 8. They might be a 6. And yes, they probably need to hear that, but
they might be a 4.
Do you have to give them a read every time you tell somebody that?
Well, if you listen to him, he says it nicely. I think he says it nicely the first time.
But people don't listen.
He's kind the first time. I think the kindness just diminishes.
And I don't,
like, you're not, and what he's saying, so like, for instance, women call in, because I had to check myself, women call in, and they say, men call in as well, but women call in and they say, I want a high value man, aka a man making a certain amount of money, and he has to be over 6 feet, and he has to look like this, and he has to look like that.
Women have a checklist.
Yeah, but get upset, like, but a man is supposed to accept you for just who you are.
Yes.
That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
But I do believe, like, if we take it back to our Disney thing, like, it's this mindset of women are the prize and men need to do, like, they need to take what they can get. In actuality, they don't, because women are mainly chasing after men. It ain't too many men chasing after women.
That's true, especially at that value level.
At that value level.
Yes. I do agree with that. And I don't, after I saw one video of his, so I'm not gonna lie, I don't follow him enough to know whether or not he gives men the same responses he gives women.
So he does.
Okay.
There's one, and I think, I don't follow him either. The clips that pop up, I think are interesting. When they pop up on TikTok, I will watch. But I don't follow him.
She loves that. She eats that up. That type of stuff up.
But there was a man, and this was like a big viral one, and he was like, "How much you weigh?"
Yeah.
Like, no, he said, "How tall are you?" He was like, "I'm about 5'7", 5'8". He was like, "How much you weigh?" He was like, "I'm about 300". Like, he said it proudly, like, "I'm about 300 pounds." And he said, "You got a big dick?" He was like, I mean, you know, it's like, nah. Like, so it's that honesty. It's like, you want a woman who's like the brick house, but what are you coming with?
To the table
and he had no job. And he was like, you don't even have a job. He's like, well, I'm in school. So what?
Yes.
So, and granted, if you are in school, then I understand, but you can't make your request known. Like, you can't do that.
Yeah,
like,
I feel like
be fair.
Yes, and I think our group has like a very like, I'm gonna ask for what I can offer to an extent, or what I'm close to being able to offer.
Well, let me. Okay, so then, with this whole like high value man, like what I desire and things like that. I don't know if I want to say if I want to wait until next month.
Go for it.
I desire a man who's over 6 feet tall.
Yes, I agree. Same here.
However,
I've been battling some men's that I know about this.
That is my desire.
Yeah.
And I have dated men over 6
Same here.
tall.
I've dated under 6 feet. I've dated above 6 feet.
I've only dated one under 6 feet.
And that was enough for me.
And dating is used very loosely.
Like.
But I think he can say he wants to date a woman who's under 175 pounds or 160 pounds. And I can't be offended.
My thing, I think...
Like, women get offended by that. No, bitch, get on the treadmill.
I think first of all, everybody has a preference, right? Yeah. So whether a guy wants a girl that's thick with a big ass, that's not me. I don't have no big behind that just do what it needs to do when it needs to do it without me trying. Okay, that's just not who I am. Am I offended?
Your wine game is.
Listen, we're not gonna go there with it. I can do what I need to do when the time comes. Okay, but a guy that is interested in thick girls only, that's not a problem for me. I'm just not the person for you. And I think...
But women get offended.
And men get offended by the 6 foot height requirement. And my thing is, if that person is not looking for you as the way you are, like who you are, that person is not meant for you. Chasing after somebody that does not value you as you come will only lead you to issues later on and insecurities in my mind, where it's like you're questioning multiple times, like, oh, I'm not a thick girl, and then I see a thick girl and I'm like, oh, he's probably gonna go talk to her, or you date somebody that doesn't meet the height requirement and it's like, oh, she's probably gonna want somebody that's taller. Do I look tall enough next to her in heels? Like, all of those questions come into mind, which are fine, but it's like you can save yourself a lot of issues and drama by being like, okay, I'm not the person for you. We could be cool. Or you might change your mind.
Let me ask you
But I'm not going to press you out for it.
What if you meet someone who's like 5'6" and checks everything off of the list?
They won't. That sounds so bad. That sounds so bad.
Wait, okay, hold on. Let me give a little bit more realistic.
Okay.
Let me, like...
Not 5'6".
Okay, right. 5'6" is not realistic.
Yeah, no.
Hold on.
Go ahead. They should not be drinking Hennessy for this conversation.
At all.
Right now.
He's like 5'9", 5'10". And he checks everything off the list. And if we're being realistic, you don't wear 5-inch heels anymore.
I do not, because of quarantine. Like, my thing, so this is side note. I've wanted to wear heels more often. I just don't go places where I would wear heels often. Like,
when we did Taz's birthday.
Yes.
Taylor was like, okay, I'm dropping names. She was like, Veronica, do you really feel like you need to wear heels? I'm like, I want to.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm like. I have a bunch of heels in the house. I love wearing heels. I also love wearing sneakers. But it's like, when I want to put on heels, I don't want to have to question whether or not I am aesthetically pleased by our situation, or my man feels insecure because I'm taller than he is.
But would that make you like him more if he doesn't care if you wear the 5-inch heels
No.
and you're looking down at him?
No.
That doesn't make you like desire him
Number
more?
1 is my aesthetic. Number 2,
like if he's like, damn man, you look good, you're like, oh thanks, babe.
Thank you.
You gotta look down.
And words of affirmation is not high on my list. Just being honest here.
You mean higher your list to give or higher your list to receive?
To receive.
Oh, okay.
To receive.
So it's not necessary.
No, it's not necessary. Like, you don't have to hype my head up. I was like, I know I look good when I want to look good. I know I look good. But it's a, I don't know what the fuck we're talking about anymore. How did we get here from Kevin Samuels? How? Oh my gosh, I should have.
You added the extra.
I know. I should have did.
That's what
I
happened.
added 2 extra shots of Hennessy for Instagram because she wanted to catch it on the story.
That's it, yours. So she didn't even finish drinking hers.
Nope.
What I was saying
as soon as I took
was,
a sip, I was like, "Ooh, I'm buzzing."
Yeah,
like, feeling
immediately.
it.
What we were talking about is you being aesthetically. Did I say that?
Aesthetically
right?
pleased.
Aesthetically pleased with being taller than your man, but like if he's 5'10", 5'11", checks everything off of your list except he's not over 6 feet.
I have a buffer zone.
6 foot is in your buffer zone?
6 foot to 5'10" is buffer zone. I'm 5'5", and if you're like 5'9", it's kind of close. Not gonna lie. And I do ask my guy friends a lot of times, like, cause I can never remember like heights for people. I'm like, how tall are you? Wait, how tall are you? And I will call them up and be like, "They're like, you really just called for that?" Yes, I did. Can you tell me how tall you are, please, so I know how I look?
More? 'Cause it's almost over.
No, it's okay. But yeah, there's a buffer zone. Like my ideal height is 6 foot and up. I do tend to be attracted to taller men over 6 feet. But I've called my friend. I'm like, "Oh, you're so and so. Is this tall? Okay, that works." I just need to know what I was like sitting next to.
And see, for me, it's not. I don't know how. You're right. I don't know how it changed into a height conversation.
Yes, that's what I don't know how we got
after
here.
this, we're gonna take
Go
it back.
Or we should end it.
I have to get by.
Okay.
For me, it's not. The first thing is not like how it looked like if I'm taller than you. A man's energy is different when he's over 6 foot.
I agree. I think that's a part of the. Like, I think aesthetic goes into it for me, where it's like, yes, we look good together, but my thing is always, no, because men under 6 feet have confidence, like,
they do
sometimes through the roof, and I'm like,
but
bro.
I'm telling you, I've asked a man who's under 6 foot without shoes on, and he said, when I put on my shoes, my boots that make me taller, he does feel different.
Yes. And, you know, I think it goes back
and
to...
I don't want you to have to put on shoes to feel different. I want you to feel that way when you get out the bed.
Yeah, okay. I think it does come down to an energy type of thing. Or like Jilly from Philly. You know, Jill Scott.
I know who Jilly from Philly is. I just don't know where you're going.
She was like, you can tell me what to do, or you can't tell me what to do. Right. And I think... after a certain height, or you know, your certain confidence level,
it's like some more.
Yeah, or some more. She's like, you
can't
either you're gonna
like
lower your voice when you talk to me, or you don't have to. And it is what it is.
And it's just something really like
when you look up,
like when you look up at that man. Like sometimes, like with my former boy, I be having to step back.
Okay.
And look him in his eye.
Yeah.
You can't be
even like, you know, hold on, give me a second. Let
me step back so I can
let me back it up.
Because when you got raised in mind, something happens to your hormone level.
It brings it brings it down.
It's
probably,
chemistry. It's chemical.
Something scientific. Okay? I was like, there's some science behind it.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, people are gonna hate us.
I don't care. That's the issue.
No.
Okay, the second part is my second thing is, and this is for people who watch Married at First Sight.
Okay.
And this is gonna get me in a lot of trouble.
And I don't watch Married.
You don't watch Married at First Sight. But I'm gonna show you a picture.
Okay.
And our good friend, I'm not gonna put her name out here because she might be upset. She posted the picture of the girl. So there's a guy on Married at First Sight, and we're gonna get this done before 20 minutes.
Okay. We are not trying to put ads in this.
No. She he said he was not physically attracted
to her.
He said that. But he like So my question is, because they were like, you know, she has everything that you're asking for.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? And he was like, you know, like physically, the face.
Oh.
He wasn't attracted to the face.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've been having conversations with the people that I watch Married at First Sight with. Your best friend is one of them.
Okay. Yes, she is.
I had to say, he's not wrong. And I'm going to show you this young lady.
Okay.
He's not wrong in the fact that she is not, like, if someone is not attracted to you, you can't change that.
Yes.
Like, either someone's attractive or they're not.
You know, and I feel
But it's like we have this idea that women have to be...
Women or men have to be... You have to be, like, nice to people even though they're not your type.
Yeah.
As somebody,
or you have to like somebody just because they think you should like them. And in actuality, that's not the case.
Okay.
Next. You didn't look at it.
No, I got enough. You know me, I got enough. I will tell you what, I got enough. Thank you. I will say, as somebody that has dated, she's dead over here. As somebody who has dated, I feel like I used to date men that I was not necessarily attracted to. Until the man that I was like guys that I used to talk to were not like, oh my God, when I look at you, I'm like, damn, you look good. I used to tend to date guys that I was like, okay, you like me and I'll try this because you like me, like I'm open to it, rather than looking for somebody that actually fits I don't date my type. Period.
Which is so weird to me because she could totally date her type. Like,
I just don't. But I don't.
You're a cute girl.
I know. You know, when your confidence level is not where it needs to be, you don't go after your type. You go with what is offered.
Presented to you.
I get
that.
So, as somebody who dated guys that were not necessarily my type, I was not necessarily physically attracted to them. Where I was like, damn, you look good. He don't listen to this shit. You blocked each other. The man. He would be vacuuming, and I'd be like, damn.
Yeah, that was the first thing. She texted me about that dude, and she was like, girl, he's vacuuming his apartment.
And I'm like, you are
out of control.
This is amazing. Right. So now it's like, okay, so I understand, first of all, you don't have to date anybody that you're not attracted to. I think this generation has this messed up mindset where people have to like you, and if they don't like you, they're wrong.
Then something's wrong with them. No,
right? And it's like, no, and that's okay. Like you're not gonna be everybody's type. You're not gonna be everybody's shot of tequila or a cup of coffee or whatever, what have you. You will find the right
or a
shot of Hennessy.
Let's do that. They might not be a shot of Hennessy.
You might not be the right person for everyone, and that's okay. You will find the person that is meant to be for you, or you might not, and that's okay.
Like, you're gonna find the person that's meant to be for you, whether that's what you think your type is or not. Because I do believe, like, the older that I've gotten, my type is, and I'm trying to think, have I always had the same type? Yes.
Yes.
But in different, anyway. I do have the same type, and I date the same type. But the older you get, it's not. Like my best friend says, cute don't last forever.
Yes, that is true.
So like you may be cute, and what I will be looking for in the future is like longevity. Even because even when we in our 50s and 60s, I want to be able to like, ooh, you look good.
Yes, and that's I understand people's want to have somebody that's attractive right now, or looks good right now. But there's a lot of things about a person that they can change without surgery. I'll put that out there. So a beard can change, hair can change, weight can change, and it's the person that's inside that
your facial features
can change. Like women get pregnant and their nose is spread, and that's a different person.
Okay. But I'd rather you fall in love with me being attracted to me.
Yes.
Than not.
Agreed. That's what I'm like. I think there's a fine balance between the two, and that's just what it is. You like who you like. You don't like who you don't like. It's okay. You have a preference. Just don't be rude about it. Don't be rude about it. Condescending about it.
And don't take advantage of it. Like, don't sleep with them and you don't want anything in the future.
Don't do anything. Don't do unto others as you would not want done unto you.
And on that note, this is VJ.
It's Jame.
Bye.
Oh, this is a sip and a shot.
Oh, it's a sip and a shot.
Bye.